it's Jen from Kids Eat Vegetables. Welcome, I hope you're doing well. Today I want to share with you 4 ways that our family fights the cold and flu season. We are just starting to get into the thick of it. I know here in Wisconsin the weather's changing daily. Some days we're in coats, some days we're in shorts. The sniffles are starting to happen, the scratchy throat. Several kids in the class are out, so cold and flu season is really, gearing up here, and we need to be prepared to fight it with everything we have as moms, because gosh knows, sick days are no fun for anyone. Forget like making up the homework and getting up in the middle of the night dealing with the kiddos. It can really wreak havoc on the family. So everything we can do to prevent cold and flu, we want to work on. So today I'm going to share my top 4 tips. If you are new to me, my name is Jen Zills. I am a wife, a mom of 3, a certified health coach, and the founder of Kids Eat Vegetables, where I help busy moms on their journey to raising healthy kids. And staying healthy is so important. So let's dive in. My 4 tips. Tip number 1 for fighting cold and flu season. It's the easy one. Wash your hands. Do you feel like you're constantly saying this to your kids nonstop? Keep saying it. And when I say this, it is literally soap and water, like old-fashioned soap, bar of soap, pump soap, soap and water. We don't use antibacterial soap. We don't use hand sanitizer. We are going to wash our hands with soap and water. And no matter where we are, so my girls are at gymnastics, they can't even come out, they can't even leave the gym. I'm like, we're not even going home. We're going to the locker room and we're washing our hands. As soon as they get home from school, washing their hands. And I know their teachers are on the same page because, the teachers don't want the sickness in the classroom either. So the teachers are constantly reminding them to wash their hands. It's the simplest, easiest way to really fight germs. Number 2, also very easy, stay hydrated. Drinking lots of water helps flush the toxins from your body. So always, always, always make sure your kids have water bottles with them. Mom, you carry a water bottle with you. Drink your water. So simple. I'm going to take a sip now. Number 3, of course, I'm going to tell you, eat your greens. And I know if you're struggling with your kiddo, this is the time of year, this is the season to be sneaking greens in everywhere you can. Make them smoothies. Throw greens in your spaghetti sauce, your pasta sauces, your casseroles, your meatloaf. Get as many greens into your kiddos as possible. Strengthen their immune systems in a healthy fashion. Get them to eat as many greens as possible. If they'll eat salad, win-win for everybody. But if not, this is the time of year to really sneak in the veggies and sneak in the greens. And if you need tips on that, let me know in the comments and I can help you, or you can watch some of my previous videos. Number 4 is a little more work, but I promise you, if you can boil water, you can do this. This is a little bit on the natural side of things, but it is, I swear by this in our family to really help build a healthy immune system. It's quick, it's simple. Like I said, it's a little more work, but it's definitely worth it. And that is to make elderberry syrup. And if you are new to this idea of elderberry syrup, you can do some research. I'm going to have information in this week's newsletter. You can go to kidseatvegetables.com/tips to sign up for our newsletter. And I'm going to do a whole write-up on elderberry syrup. But elderberries have been used for medicinal reasons or to strengthen the immune system forever. Like there are recipes back to the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Greeks. Hippocrates, who is the father of modern medicine, he referred to elderberries as his medicine chest because he could use elderberries to help alleviate so many different illnesses. They really are very powerful little berry. They have more antioxidants than blueberries, than cranberries, than blackberries, than goji berries. They are packed filled of antioxidants, which help support a healthy immune system, help to build up and strengthen our immune system so we can avoid getting sick. And if we do get sick, our bodies are stronger to fight the illness or fight the sickness. If you've never seen elderberries, I'll kind of try to show you here. They're really teeny tiny. They're so little. You can get them on Amazon. And it is so simple to make elderberry syrup, I promise. I know you're thinking like, holy cow, I'm gonna make syrup. It's easy, I promise you. If you can boil water, you can do this. So I'm getting ready to make some, and I'm gonna have all of this, all of it laid out in this week's newsletter to show you how. So I'm taking 2/3 cups of elderberries, and I'm gonna I put that in with some water, some garlic. I'm sorry, yes, garlic, I'm not even thinking. Oh my gosh. And I'm so sorry. I'm like lost. Cloves, cinnamon, and ginger. I'm like totally word blank there. It may help your immune system, but it's not gonna help your mom brain. Oh my gosh. So anyways, so we are just gonna put all of this in our pan and fill it with water, and we're gonna bring it to a boil and then let it simmer on the stovetop for about 45 minutes until it reduces down to, until it thickens, it reduces down to a syrup, okay? And again, I'll have the full recipe in this week's newsletter. So I'll go through that one more time since I'm like mom braining out here. Elderberries, ginger, cloves, and cinnamon. And if you know anything, if you follow any kind of wellness or natural health, naturopath health, you'll know that all of these in and of themselves are just powerful antioxidants and powerful nutrients to help our bodies build our immune systems. Mixing them together in a little syrup that you give your kids about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of during cold and flu season is powerful. So this is something that we use a lot here in the Zills house. So again, you're going to reduce that down into, where do I get my elderberries? I get my elderberries on Amazon. They come in a big bag. And for my local friends, like I'm making a ton of this today, so if you want some, just leave a comment and I'll get you some. But the elderberries are, you can get organic wild elderberries. They come in a big bag on Amazon. You can get your honey on Amazon. I'll talk about the honey in a minute. But the first part is to make the syrup. So you're going to reduce you're going to boil all these ingredients and then let them thicken on a simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. Once you do that, then you're going to mash up your mixture a little bit to really get more of the juices out of the elderberries. Then you're going to strain out the elderberries from the syrup, and there you have your syrup. You're going to let that cool. You're going to let that get cool, and then you're going to be adding raw organic honey, which also is extremely powerful. And you can get the raw organic honey locally at your farmer's market. You can also get it on Amazon. So the mixture of the elderberries and the honey, this is a very powerful antioxidant toxin to really help boost your immune system during the cold and flu season. So like I said, we use this as a preventative. During the peak cold and flu season, I'll do about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of elderberry syrup in the morning for my kiddos. If people start getting scratchy throats, runny noses, a little bit of cough, then I'll give them a little bit extra to really help boost their immune system. Do you have any other questions? I think there's quite a few people here on live today, so let me know if you have any other questions. But like I said, elderberry syrup has been being used for centuries. Like I said, there are recipes going back to the ancient Egyptians using this to really boost their immune system to fight colds and flus and a whole lot of other things. Some people claim it helps with, constipation and a lot of other things, but we use it for cold and flu this time of year to really boost our immune systems. So any other questions you guys have? I did figure out the price, the cost. Because if you're gonna go to Amazon right now while you're watching me and you're gonna go, what? I'm gonna buy how much? It is about $27 for a bag of elderberries. But in one bag, you get almost 6 batches of the recipe I'm gonna give you. Okay, I'll drop it off on my way to school today. On my way to pick up my kids, I'll drop you off a little bottle. Because it will help. There are some studies that say that taking elderberry syrup when you have the flu helps reduce the flu symptoms like by 4 days, which is, as moms, 4 days less of flu. Hello, please sign me up. But anyways, $27 for a large bag, but you're gonna be able to make 4 batches. Yes, you can. You're gonna be able to make 4 batches of elderberry syrup, each batch being about 16 ounces. So I did the math. If you were to buy a 4-ounce bottle of elderberry syrup, and I looked at GNC and at Amazon, a 4-ounce bottle pre-made is about $17 for 4 ounces. I'm going to make today a 16-ounce bottle for right about $18. So 4 times the amount for about the same price. So definitely worth making at home. And like I said, once you get the bag, when you get the bag, they last a long time. So they have a long shelf life. So you can make several batches. And yeah, and that's it. So the price difference is definitely worth it. Obviously the convenience, you can go grab it at the store, $17 for a bottle. But if you're home on the weekend or you're home tonight, you're letting this simmer on the stovetop. This is not work. This is simmering for you. You're not doing anything. You're off, watching Facebook or on Facebook or watching Netflix. This is not hard work, moms. Takes you 5 minutes. Once it's down to the syrup, you're gonna mash it up, let it cool, put it through the strainer, strain out the syrup from the berries, mix in your honey, put it in bottles. Different ideas on how long it lasts. For us, I will keep it in I put it in darker bottles, and I'll keep it in my pantry for about 2 weeks. You can refrigerate it. Some people refrigerate it. It will last longer once you refrigerate it. If there's a tight seal on it, so I make several kind of small bottles, so I'm not opening, again, this recipe makes about 16 ounces, and I don't want to keep opening that 16-ounce bottle from a freshness perspective. So I put it in smaller bottles, one, because I do give it away, and two, because then you're just opening smaller bottles, and I think it helps with the freshness. You can put it in the refrigerator, and you can freeze it. You can freeze your little elderberry in little ice cube trays, and that way you have kind of a double dose. That you could defrost, as needed. Take out a couple ice cubes each week if you wanted to do it that way for your kiddos. So we all take the elderberry syrup. I really swear by it during the whole cold and flu season. Again, I'll recap. Wash your hands, soap and water, basic soap and water. Wash your hands. Drink lots of water. Flush toxins out of your body. Eat your greens. This is the time of year, mom, to sneak greens into everything you possibly can. Get your kiddos to boost up their immune systems. And finally, have a little bit of elderberry syrup. It's easy to make. This week's newsletter, kidseatvegetables.com/tips. I will have the full recipe as well as pictures of the process. It is so simple. Don't be afraid of it. And so jump on Amazon, order yourself some elderberries, and maybe talk to your neighbor, talk to your sister, talk to your friend. Say, hey, I'll split the bag with you. If we can avoid a couple sick days, let's do it. So, does anyone else have any other questions before I go? Thanks so much for joining you. Sorry for the mom brain on the ginger versus garlic. Hello. But yeah, let me know if there's anything, if you have any other questions. If not, if you're catching this on the replay, leave questions in the comments and I'll come back and check. You guys have a great day. And I will definitely hope that your little ones stay healthy, because sick kiddos is no fun. And Mariah, I hope Monica feels so much better. I will drop a little bottle off later today on my way to school. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.